still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it. It's the done, I still got a lot of shit to learn, I'll admit it.
What is up, guys? You're chilling with your boy THoG Rican, and today I'm coming at you with another overview of the Black Ops 3 beta. Now, if you guys happen to watch my video yesterday, you're probably under the impression that I think this is a perfect game, there's nothing wrong with it, and, you know, things like that, but that's actually not the case. So what I did was today I came up with a bunch of pros and a bunch of cons based on what I saw from the beta. Now, this is just from the beta, and some of this stuff might be changing in the full-on game, so we'll just have to wait and see. So first off, we're going to be starting off with the negatives or the cons. The first thing that I happened to notice was the time to kill in this game was just insanely high, especially for some of the assault rifles. I mean, if you got to get 4, 5, and 6 hit markers in order to get a kill, there's something seriously wrong. You know, and when it came to the submachine guns, time to kill was extremely low. And that would probably, you know, be the reason why they ended up nerfing the Razorback, which I really don't think that one should have been nerfed. You know, they should have just buffed up some of the ARs just to compete with it. I love the Razorback. I mean, it was just a great gun. The other thing that I happened to notice was the flinch. Treyarch and David Vanderhaar decided to take out toughness from this game because they felt it was a crutch, and a lot of people just ended up using it, so it took up a perk slot. Well, because they took out toughness, it seems like they really didn't do anything to adjust the flinch, and the flinch is just way too high in this game. You know, that's something that they really need to fix. The other thing they need to fix is the tacticals. They're way OP. There's no reason why you should be out of a fight for 10 seconds because you were concussed or flashed or EMP'd. That's something you guys really have to look at. The wall running, something new to the Call of Duty scene. I think that one is flawed in the sense that you had a 50-50 chance of either gripping a wall and running or just falling straight to your death. That's something you guys really have to look at. I mean, if you guys are going to be incorporating wall running, you have to make it where it's a lot more fluid in between jumping to the wall, running, and jumping to another wall. You know, that was a big thing. A lot of people fell off the map on that one. Taking fall damage from thrust jumping is also another thing you guys got to look at. You know, if I'm wall running and I'm about maybe 40, 50 feet in the air, and then I boost off the wall, which jumps me up about another 10 feet, and land, I don't take damage. But if I thrust jump too high, I end up taking damage. Yeah, that's something you guys really have to fix. Another con that I happened to notice was the hip firing is just way too accurate in this game. More so than ADSing. There was a way where you can actually just run off the wall and just hip fire in someone's general direction. You'll drop them even if they're ADSing at you. Another thing was the head glitching. Head glitching was just stupid ridiculous in this game. You know, if I'm coming around a corner, I look down sights to see on the other end of the map the tip of someone's head, and all of a sudden I just died. You know, that was kind of retarded. And then you look at the kill cam and his whole gun's sticking out. It's, yeah, fix that, please. The other thing you guys really need to look at was the spawning. You know, you guys really didn't do too much spawn rotating. It would just stay in the same spawn, so it was really easy to spawn trap in game modes, you know, such as domination, where you need, you know, different spawns. I could see you guys doing that in Safeguard because of static spawning. You know, it's kind of like momentum from Advanced Warfare. But, you know, shift the spawns around. You know, make it interesting. It was too easy to get spawn trapped in Domination, and that it was just ridiculous. The paint shop was just completely broken. I had no chance to do it. Gunsmith, I mean, if you guys would have just given us a taste of that, that would have been great. You know, but whatever. I'll just have to wait until the new game comes out. Some of the things that I wanted to, you know, bring up was like the melees. It took too long to melee somebody. I mean, granted, it's not a one-hit kill anymore, but, you know, make the recovery time a little bit quicker, you know, so that you have a chance to actually go through with that second punch and knock them out. The other thing I didn't like was the fact that you guys made scuff or cinch controllers, you know, a necessity. I don't know if you did that because of the new upcoming release of the Elite controller. You know, if that's the case, then okay, fine. I can see that. But, you know, to perform some of the advanced movements in this game, a scuff is no longer a novelty. You need that controller in order to pull off some of the moves in this game. The other thing I didn't like was the fact that you can put up to 6 attachments, including the red dot sight or any type of optical on there, but you needed a wild card in order to get all those extra attachments. You know, maybe make it so that you have to have a wild card for the 3rd attachment and another for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. You know, it's only a pick 10. Why are you making us choose between perks and attachments? It kind of sucks. But anyway, I mean, if you guys leave it like that, we'll just have to deal with it. Some of the positives that I noted in the game was the fact that they don't have toughness. And I like that, you know, just because of the fact that if I'm going around the corner and I see somebody and I go to shoot and he turns on me because he has toughness and manages to get the kill, it's kind of insane. But that goes back into the con where you guys need to adjust flinch. You know, if you guys are taking toughness out, do something with flinch. It's too high. I do like the fact that you guys made it a lot easier to join the lobbies. You know, I had people in my clan that were sending me invites, and I was joining within seconds. It wasn't like some of the other Call of Duty games where it took like, you know, 5-6 minutes in order for me to get into a damn lobby with them. You know, I like that. Great job on that. I like the fact that you guys brought back some of the, or not brought back, but integrated specialists into the game. You know, the mere fact that you had the specialist with certain weapons, certain abilities, you know, it brought something new to the field. It gave you the ability to figure out your play style and what you wanted to do and pick certain weapons, pick certain abilities. You know, some of them you guys had to fix because like that kinetic armor from Battery or Tempest from Prophet was just stupid. Seraph's combat focus, just get rid of it. Put something else in. I like Nomad's Hive Gun. I just didn't like the fact that it glowed in the enemy's, you know, screen, so they were able to just see it and avoid it. You know, make it translucent. Make it so that they actually had to pay attention to the screen in order to avoid it. The other one that I liked was the rejack ability. Even after the nerf, it was a great ability. I really didn't see the downside to the nerf. The way I see it is that it's a glorified last stand or, you know, something like that. There's no reason why you should be able to keep your score streaks. For those of you that didn't like that, I'm sorry. I kind of like the way it is now. I did not like Reaper Scythe. I think it was way overpowered. The mere fact that you can go and just hip fire spray that Gatling gun and get a one-shot kill across the map was just stupid. I did have a lot of fun with Psychosis. Psychosis was where Reaper would go and put a couple of decoys out on the battlefield, and you couldn't figure out which one to shoot. Granted, I was on the receiving end of this a lot. You know, I really didn't use it myself. I was on the receiving end, but it was fun. You know, you're just running around the map, you're trying to, you know, complete an objective, or you're trying to get a kill, and all of a sudden you're screaming out, "What are those?" Because you have no idea what's coming at you. You just have like these big blue figures running at you. It was pretty cool. You know, back to Battery's kinetic armor, that was the other thing. The fact that you glowed, you know, super bright. It made you a higher target. The kinetic armor was supposed to be so that you can take a couple of more bullets, you know, on damage, and you'd be able to rush into a room and clear out a room as fast as possible. It was meant for close quarters. But the fact that you glowed made it made you an easy target. It was terrible. I didn't really see a lot of people using it, and most of the people that did use it, we still dropped them in 4 or 5 shots. Either buff it by taking the glow away and adding a little bit more damage, or not damage, but, you know, more protection, or just take it out completely. Give her a new ability. That kinetic armor was just garbage. The Tempest, it was garbage. The fact that you can go ahead and shoot that gun in any direction and 90% of the time you're going to end up getting a kill was kind of stupid. And then it didn't matter how far away you were from your teammate. If your teammate got shot with that and you were within 20 feet, granted, I mean, chances of you getting killed from that thing because your teammate got shot was extremely high. I did love the War Machine. I know you guys were watching my live streams and the gameplay that you saw yesterday. I was using that War Machine. I love that thing. I mean, the War Machine was my thing. Spamming grenades in a certain area to keep enemy out of it and force them to go a different direction was beautiful. I loved it. I love you guys for bringing that back. I really didn't see too many other things, too many other issues. I mean, if there's anything else that I've missed or that you felt was a negative or a pro, hit me up in that comment section. Let me know. You know, maybe we can start a discussion and try and see if we can get some of this stuff sent up to Treyarch or David Vanderhaar before it goes up to, you know, actually producing the game, you know, dropping the game. So maybe they can fix some of the stuff that you guys saw wrong. Real quick, on a side note, another big positive, Treyarch, David Vanderhaar, you guys responded in a timely fashion. I love the fact that you interacted with the community. Great job on that. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, do all of that cool YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you later. Peace.